Hey guys, welcome back to BlazedGoddessTarot. For today's pick a card reading, we are looking into quick yes or no. You got pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, pile number 5, pile number 6, pile number 7, pile number 8, pile number 9, and pile number 10. Go ahead and pause the reading and pick the pile that calls out to you the most. I got pile number 1. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for pile number 1, is their answer yes or no? Or pile number 1, is their answer a yes or a no? You have the 2 of Wands. You have the 6 of Wands. And then you have the 10 of Pentacles. So right off the bat, I feel like this is a yes. I feel like this is a yes, but it might take some time. Because the 2 of Wands, as you can see, it says, are you prepared for this journey? So I feel like you still need a little more time to really surrender. You still need time to plan and prepare for whatever this answer is for, alright? Like if you're asking about, are you going to get a job? This is a yes, you're going to have victory. But it's kind of like, make sure that you're ready for it. Make sure that you know what you're asking for. Make sure that you're specific about what you're asking as well. I feel like what you're getting, like this yes answer, it's going to come with a lot of emotions. A lot of different reactions as well. Like if it's something like to the public eye, I feel like you're going to get a lot of attention. A lot of people are going to notice it. But this is more of a don't rush it, because you're still going to get it. But it's just, make sure you're embodying the energy. Make sure that, like I said, that you are prepared. That you do have room for it in your life. That you know what you're asking for. And that you're ready for the ups and downs when it comes to that. But overall, I do feel like you're going to have victory. You are going to have success. And it's going to be long-term success as well. So, yes. Thank you so much, pile number 1. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before I get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for pile number 2, is their answer a yes or a no? Is pile number 2 a yes or a no? Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords, an unbiased tale of independence in the tradition. The cards you got, you have the 2 of Cups, you have the 6 of Cups, and you got the High Priestess. I feel like this is a yes. I feel like this is different types of yes. Like, I feel like it's like, all that you wanted. Like, it's really going to make you happy. It's going to make the people around you happy. You might even have kids, and they're going to be happy. But it's like, with the High Priestess, it's like an onion. Well, to me, it looks like an onion. I'm pretty sure. But it's kind of like, you know how an onion, you know, keep unfolding it. Yeah. So it's like, when you're first, like, I feel like you have a series of questions, and it's like all yeses. Like, you might ask, you know, is it gonna happen? Like, is it gonna happen? Yes. Am I gonna be happy? Yes. Is my kids gonna be happy? Yes. You know, like, it's gonna keep on, like, you just lead to question after question. It's like, it's meant to be. Like, I feel like it even might be something that gets kind of handed to you. And you, like, find it. But I feel like you already know this answer anyways with the High Priestess. And, like, with the Queen of Swords as well. With the Queen of Swords, I feel like definitely you already know this. You already know what's happening. You already know what to expect. You already know what you want. So I feel like with all of that, you eventually get what you want. Just if somebody has, like, if there's any type of negative energy, if somebody gives you negative energy, just keep on cutting it out. Because you're still going to get what you want, get what you need. I feel like the answer is already within you. You have everything that you need to progress. Alright, pile number 2, that is all I got for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, then the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for pile number 3, what is their answer? Is it a yes or a no? Pile number 3. Pile number 3 is a yes or a no. Yeah, the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Cups. That's weird. These are the same exact cards for pile number 2. Like, and you saw that. I pulled it randomly. That's scary. That's scary. I'm scared. I don't know what to do with this information. I'm gonna put these to the side. I'm gonna keep this in the reading because that's weird. So if you wanted to choose pile number 2, that is your sign that you should have chose pile number 2, because that's weird. That's weird. I don't think I've ever, like, I've pulled same cards before, but not all the same cards. Okay, cool. Breathe in and out. That's still crazy though. For pile number 3, is their answer a yes or a no? Is pile number 3 a yes or a no? You have Judgment. You have the Star. And the 5 of Pentacles. And then you have the King of Pentacles. So I'm gonna put these back. The star card says she came to Earth driven by an insatiable desire to continue the cycle of fertility. I feel like this is a no, but with purpose. Like, because the crazy thing is that, like, when the first 3 cards came out, I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Right? So, oh no, I was already getting like a no answer. Like, even with these 2 cards, and these 2 cards are like literally a yes answer. But I was just like, this, like, is a no. And then when the 5 of Pentacles came out, it says, disputed, alone, and terrified for the future. So it's kind of like you're forgetting why you're here. You're forgetting the whole, I was going to say purpose, but I felt more the plot. It's like you're getting removed out of the situation for your highest good. Something else will come about, but this just isn't it. Alright? So I feel like this is a no, but for your highest good. Like, this is a no, so something else can come in. Something bigger and something better. It's like you're destined to be greater than whatever you're asking about. It's like, but I feel like you don't really want to leave it behind. You don't really want, to take these stairs. You're more scared to level up than to stay put. That's why this is happening, because they want you to go up these stairs. You don't want to stay here forever. But I feel like this is a no because of your higher good. I feel like the first 3 cards was maybe a sign that if you did want to choose pile 2 instead of pile 3, maybe it was just a close call. But if you were stuck on this is your pile, then this is a no. And you're meant for better. You're in like a comfort zone. And it's time to release and move forward. But that is what I'm getting for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for pile number 4, which I think is funny because you have the 4 cups. But for pile number 4, is their answer a yes or a no? Pile number 4, is it a yes or no? We have the 2 of Pentacles. There's the 4 cups. And then the 5 of Pentacles. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have death. This is the end and the beginning. Yeah, because I was kind of feeling like it's kind of like still up in the air. Like it still has yet to be one way or the other, but I feel like it'll eventually be a no. Like right now, there's no answer, but eventually it will turn out to be a no. Alright? I feel like the reason it is still up in the air is because, like, it can still go either way. Like, what your energy goes into it, like, your energy can still have an effect on the outcome. The energy that you have right now leads more to a no. So, let me ask, is there anything you could do to turn this no to a yes? If that's what you're wanting to do. Can pile number 4 turn this into a yes? How would they turn this into a yes? It says the Hierophant, he sees through this material world into your very soul. Is a symbol of tradition, comfortability, power structures, religions, also known as the teacher or the Pope. For some reason, I feel like if you go to work, it'll help turn this into a no. Like, if you choose something over work, I think that will turn. See, look upon my works. So it's like, if you choose to go out instead of work, it'll help turn this into a yes. Yeah, see? It'll lighten something in you. So how do I keep this to a no? Temperance, your life is in balance. Earth and water, pleasure and pain, life and death, everything in moderation. So if you keep going about your day-to-day life, I feel like it will be a no, whatever you're asking. If you're asking about a goal, if you keep going about it the way that you are, it's a no. If you put your energy too much into work, it's a no. Or into finances or materialistic things, it's a no. But if you learn to kind of like live a little bit, it'll be more of a yes. Does that make sense? But if that part don't make sense on how to change the answer, because I feel like it's still up in the air, right? But I feel like if you're trying to attract something, you need to be more into this energy where it's like everything comes to you. Maybe you need to use manifestation tactics to attract your goal. Or if you do want this to be a no, then to keep going about what you're doing. Keep having this balance. I really hope that makes sense. But if it don't, overall, this is a no. It's still up in the air. You can still do things to persuade the answer. But if you like the answer, no, then keep going. You're on a good track. But it's kind of just... It's kind of like you could change this answer. Type of no's. Like the power's still in your hands. That's overall what I'm getting. It's still up in the air. You could change it, but overall it's a no. Alright, pile number 4. I really hope that makes sense. But I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Hi, pile number 5. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before I get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for pile number 5, what is the answer to their question? For pile number 5, what is the answer to their question? Yes or no? Jeez. You have the 9 of Pentacles. You have the 8 of Cups. We have the Empress. She has everything a woman needs in abundance, and she at one with the forces of the mystical realms of the universe. Why the 8 of Cups? The Wheel of Fortune. Pick a fate, any fate. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Star. I feel like this is a yes. Especially with the Empress. The Empress is what's really selling me on this yes. The reason it makes me kind of meh is because of the 8 of Cups. But, you know, the 8 of Cups, you do have the full moon. And the full moon is actually coming up on the 17th. So, maybe that's when you're going to get this yes. That's when it's going to manifest. But I feel like you might overall need to release something. Because I feel like it's more of a yes, but with due of time. Time is a big factor. You might have to wait. You might have to kind of sit with this idea for a while, manifest it. But you got to realize what's yours is already yours. Even if it's in the future. Because with this Empress, I feel like it's more of a, like, this is a yes, but this is these 2 cards is more saying, like, it's going to take time. Especially with the Wheel of Fortune. Because the Knight of Pentacles, it says, slow and steady wins the race. So, this is a yes, but it's going to take time. It's going to definitely take, I don't know why, but I heard months. So, it's definitely going to take time. You're going to have to be patient with it, but what's yours is already yours. Yeah, I think that's all that I have for you, pile number 5. This was a quick yes. I definitely feel like this is a yes. But thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hi, pile number 6. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for pile number 6, is it a yes or a no? Is pile number 6 a yes or a no? You have the Magician. You have the King of Swords. You have the 9 of Swords. The 4 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands. So the Eight of Wands says change it's coming, something is in air, action is the time is now. Where will you be when the big events happen? The Four of Wands says reunited and reconciled, the monster comes home. The Nine of Swords says nightmares, fear, and crippling anxiety. The King of Swords says an absorbing tale of intellectual. I don't know why I can't read. I'm skipping that card. And then the Magician, he holds the power of all the elements in the palm of his hand. And what's really getting my attention is the Magician. I feel like this is a yes as long as you don't block yourself. Because I feel like you might overthink it. Because I feel like it's not going to happen fast. I feel like it might take a while. Because great things take time, alright? I know the Eight of Wands usually talks about, like this card says, action, the time is now. But I mean, maybe it happens a little too fast and you think it's too good to be true. Or it might take a long time and you immediately start stressing because it's not as fast as you want it. I feel like this is a yes, but mostly because, I mean, yeah, you could do anything you put your mind to, but like, I feel like you might think it's just too good to be true. And you don't need to be over-analyzing anything. You don't need to be beating yourself up. You don't need to be stressing yourself out because you got here for a reason. You have what you need to do the things that you need to do. Just don't get in yourself's way. Because I feel like right now it's a yes. But if you overthink about it, like overthink, overstress, really build up the negative feelings, then you might block your blessing. And you don't need to be doing that. So I feel like this is a yes as long as you don't block yourself. Block your blessings. Good things can happen to you. Don't sit there and think that everything that happens to you is just a bad thing. This one's a good one. But yeah, pile number 6. This is an overall yes. Just believe in yourself and believe that good things can happen to you. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye. Hey, pile number 7. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for pile number 7, is it a yes or a no? You have the Page of Wands. You have the Magician. And the Two of Pentacles. And then you have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like this is definitely a yes. If you're starting something up new, then yes, it's going to work out. Yes, you're ready. Yes, you got the things that you need to have in order to start this new beginning. And I feel like, yes, you will still have balance between this and that. You'll still be able to kind of have your cake and eat it too. It might be a little bit of obstacles, but you have what it takes to move forward. But this is a yes. I also like how, you got one hand here for the Ace of Wands, and then she has her hands on a wand. And then he's like reaching out. I feel like not a lot of people have it like you. Like, you're gonna do it pretty quickly, regardless of like the storm in the background. You have your eyes set on the goal, and that's why you're getting this. But this is a yes. Thank you, pile number 7. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye. Hi, pile number 8. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before I get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, then the link is at BlazedGoddessTarot. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for pile number 8, is it a yes or a no? Is pile number 8 a yes or a no? You have the Page of Wands. You have the 4 Cups. And the 5 of Pentacles. And then you have the 8 of Pentacles with the Fool. I feel like this is going to start off with a yes, but then it's going to turn into a no. So overall, this is a no. Like, it might be a yes right now, but something is going to happen and something is going to shift this into a no. I feel like either you're going to change your mind about something, you're going to see something differently, or maybe your energy kind of, I feel like, elevated, and now something isn't on the same level as you. So that's why it turns into a no. Like, it might have something to do with work. Like, maybe you're asking about a particular job, right? And it's like, yes, you're a good fit for it. But then something else pops up and it's just like, well, no, maybe you're a better fit for this job. Or maybe there's some requirements that require this other job number 2, and you really want a job number 1, but you might have went for that and you realize, hey, that's not for me, and you go and switch to job number 2, and then job number 2 turns out to be better and you end up liking it. Just as an example. But it's just, I feel like something, it's like at first you want it, but then you realize, hey, that ain't for me, and you switch it. It's like kind of like what I see is like a train switch. You know how the trains have like two slopes, and right now you went to the left, but then you're going to the right, kind of like last minute. And it might not even be your energy, it might be somebody else's energy. Like maybe they ended up turning out to be a little more cold, and it's like, okay, well, we don't want you going down that path anymore because X, Y, and Z is over there. So it's like something originally was for you, but then like the universe is like, well, not anymore. And they're putting you on a different track. So I feel like this is overall a no, even if it started off as a yes. Alright, pile number 8. That is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this resonated. Bye. Hi, pile number 9. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before I get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for pile number 9, is it a yes or a no? Pile number 9, a yes or a no? You have the 3 of Swords. You have the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords. I want to say this is more of a no. Because the 3 of Swords is really the one getting my attention the most. Because I feel like the 3 of Swords holds a lot more of a punch than the Knight of Wands. I feel like the Knight of Wands is more of like a short-term energy. But then like the 6 of Pentacles has always reminded me of like a balance beam. Not a balance beam, but like... I said a balance beam. But kinda. Because it's like... I don't know if this is... I feel like it's still kind of on the fence if this is a yes or a no. Like it hasn't really manifested yet. And especially with the Queen of Swords, like I feel like you're the one making this decision. See, and this card even says impulse. Let me get another card. Is this a yes or a no for pile number? Okay, so this might have been a no, and then the scale tipped into your favor and then turned it out into a yes. Like maybe this is like a relationship because of the Lovers. Like maybe it wasn't working out and then y'all finally compromised and it eventually worked out. Same thing with the job. Like you might have been told no to a certain job and then they end up offering you something else and it ends up better. Or maybe it started off as a no and then you decided to take a brighter look at it and it's a yes. But I do feel like this overall is a yes. Especially with the Lovers being the clarifier. And especially like, it's like it's pulling out the pins, out the swords, right? In the heart. So it's kind of like undoing it. Maybe you have to release something in order to have this yes. Maybe you have to look past something to get to where you're going. But this is overall, yes. Just maybe you have to release something beforehand. But that is what I got for you, pile number 9. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye. Hi, pile number 10. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for pile number 10, is it a yes or a no? Pile number 10. Pile number 10, a yes or a no. You have the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, then you have the 9 of Wands and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like this is a yes, but for some reason I feel like something is missing. Like with the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Swords, it's more of a, like, yes, you'll get what you want, but it's more of a rethink about what you're asking. Like for some reason, you know, like if you see the pendulum readings where they have like the magnetic pendulum and it has like try again on it, it's kind of like one of those type of readings. It's like the universe is ready to work with you, especially with the 3 of Pentacles saying they work together to create perfection. It's like they're ready for you to kind of like know what you want. Because it's like sometimes you get what you want, but it freaks you out. So a lot of times you end up getting what you want, but then you end up turning it down because of fear or expectations or just commitment issues. Like I feel like you like to it's like you kind of rather miss out so you can live in this fantasy land instead of actually having it materialistically. Does that make sense? So I feel like this is a yes, but it's kind of also maybe ask again. Maybe you need to reward it. Maybe you need to explain it a little bit better for the universe to kind of understand. Because the 4 of Swords and the 7 of Cups gives me a no type of vibe. But then you have the 3 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. And what's really getting me is the 9 of Wands. Because the 9 of Wands is more of a... That's what's giving me the vibe that you eventually get what you want, but then you end up saying no to it. So it's like the universe is giving you a yes, but then you end up turning it to a no. But it's like you got what it takes to get whatever you want. Maybe you just need to be more specific. Really sit down and say, you know, what you want and what you don't want. Maybe it's like one of those things where it's like you like this person, but sometimes you don't want them, sometimes you do want them. And it's kind of like this push and pull. So it's like, in the energy that you are in now, I feel like it's a yes, but then sometimes it's a no. So I feel like this is just check your energy again. Maybe sit down, breathe a little bit more, like meditate a little bit is what I'm trying to say. And try picking a different pile. Because this is giving me more of a try again type of energy. Which is weird because I don't like doing that. I don't like doing maybes either. But this is more of a figure out what you want. Figure out what you will and won't take. I feel like maybe you need to become more emotionally balanced. Like, sit down, make a list of what you want and what you don't want. And then ask your question again. But overall, I do kind of feel more of a yes. But maybe consider a little bit more before just running. Or maybe you're assuming something and is asking basically get more research before you just jump head first. But this is kind of more of a try again. If anything, I feel like it is a yes. But it's more of a try again than a yes, if that makes sense. I do apologize, but that is what I'm getting. I am going to be honest. I hate to do one of these piles and not get a yes or a no pretty clear, but this is giving me more of a what do you want in your energy? What were you expecting? Like, yeah, you came here basically for a yeah, but is that what you're actually going to allow? Is that what you're going to accept? But yeah, that's all I have for you, pile number 10. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye.